Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Um, yeah, man. You know how you get on camera and then at the same time you be like, I just worked out and all of that stuff, and then everything just drops out of your head. This is one of those moments. Yo, man. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. My name is John David, and I'm actually attempting to share with you guys what it is I'm doing here on YouTube and what I'm trying to do through my organization. The organization is called Change Through Exchange, and I am the founder of it. God inspired, but I'm the founder and the organizer and possibly head CEO once it get big enough. So what it is I'm working on right now is I wanted to share what it is that we've done in the past and a little bit of my past as a teaser. So we're going to start this off with I am from Orlando, Florida. I am born and raised in Orlando, Florida, Pine Hills, Richmond Heights area. A little bit rough. So you don't go around there to play. You go to, like, let's say Wesley Chapel and all of those other areas that got nice things in the neighborhoods. But not to not get too far off focus. I sat there and, like I said, raised inside of Orlando, Florida, and my parents were both Christians. They were married Christians, met each other in outreach. So what that meant is we had a whole lot of different activities, a whole lot of different church functions and everything else that we were always going to be a part of, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the situation. And as time and life continued and I progressed and grew and developed and so on and so forth, I found myself in a lot of different situations, whether it be doing outreaches with my church, whether it be doing volunteer work with my mom because she loves doing outreach, just sitting there serving people in the community in whatever way you possibly can. I've done any and every type of outreach, every type of church function that you could imagine. So in light of all of that, one thing that had happened when I was much younger is I sat there we used to get food stamps. Shout out to government assistance. But we used to get food stamps, and then my family actually had a certain allotment over a couple hundred something dollars. And my mom, what she decided to do is every month we would feed the homeless. And when we fed the homeless every single month, I'm in school currently to become an accountant. So I looked at the numbers and I looked at these folks out here in these streets. And I was like, how dare you take food from my house to feed people who might not have just decided not to do anything. Not all of them have the same story, but at the same time, there are just some out there who've chosen to be out there. And it struck me, not at that moment, much later in life, but it struck me when my mom sat there, looked at me. She looked at me with such a look of disappointment and such a look of like, do you even know what you're saying right now? And she just brushed it off. Like, boy, if you don't be quiet and get these things together, before you find out, or you be homeless. You know how our parents do. But when it came time for us to sit there, give back, and do a lot of different functions like that, I was always used to doing it. But when we got home, I figured it was like, all right, we done, and that's over with. So now I get to take my time, and we get to take our things and enjoy the stuff that we sat there supposed to have access to. That wasn't the case, though. That wasn't always going to be the case. So my mom was the picture perfect image of learning what service through a lifestyle of doing it, not just going to volunteer when someone is throwing a function. It's like a lifestyle of service was like. And in that sparked the very first ember of what change through exchange was going to be. Because first I didn't have understanding. And as I got older and I had to be homeless a couple of times as an adult, it changes your perspective about everything. And what change through exchange is about is addressing that area of misunderstanding, addressing how one youth experience it and how adults have to deal with it, because both have a vital role to play. People caring about people in the community is what prevents people from being in those areas of hardship and going through it and feeling like they have to experience it alone, which is where me sitting there coming up with change through exchange when I was about like 25. I'm 30 now. I don't look it, but yeah, I'm 30 now. When I was 25 is how all of this started to really take shape and mold into something very, very unique and very, very different. And like I was saying, I got to this age and I started to see, I moved from Orlando to Tallahassee, which is where Change to Exchange is based in right now. And I noticed as I was in a homeless shelter, these group of guys that took care of each other was like something I had never seen before. In my own household, I would say. Something I'd never seen before. Because one night, one of them lost their wallet. And I was just there for like a couple of days in between spots. And you know what happened? 6 people, 6 of the 6 guys that always look out for each other, they stayed up that entire evening. They threw up such a like ruckus. They even sat there and caused me to stay up the rest of the evening to help them search, look in different places, look for who might have been awake, who might have been around him, people he interacted with, to find out where his wallet was. And that experience changed and shifted my focus to being a lot more understanding and a lot less judgmental. But you can sit there, become judgmental, and then not be trying to be. And that is exactly what I was. So, in light of all of those different experiences, change through exchange sort of like started to formulate in my thinking, be like, I need to address how people not only understand, not only learn things, but how they're trained to experience these different areas of life. This way, when it comes time for them to pour into, they're doing it not only with a right mind, but also with a great heart. And if you're not doing something with a great heart, it's almost like you're not doing it at all at times. So, like I said, I wanted to sit there, be able to like create an environment with the program that I created called Change Through Exchange, where not only those that have the things that they need can address those needs, but those that can really sit there, they get that feeling in their chest when they see people on the side of the street and they don't have anything to give them. Change Through Exchange has something here to address that. When it comes down to people's thinking about what it is that they feel, when it comes down to doing volunteer work and activism and being a part of a community, it's just there. Get something going in their chest. It's like this rhythm that you got in the background right here. It's just something that sort of pushes you to sit there, do a little bit more, share a little bit more, give a little bit more, and at the same time create an opportunity that others might not have had. Using your experiences, using things that you might not have thought were skills. These are all types of trainings that we're trying to present through Change Through Exchange. We do it through initiatives. We do it through on-the-job training skills, but more so we do it through service. We want to create a community of people that have a heart for service. Like my mother showed me to have a heart for service. Like my father implemented a heart for service. And to let that service drive them to take care of those not only in their community, not only those that they pass by on the street, but complete strangers in different areas in different cities who they may not even know, just to let people know that they have support. And it's really, really important. So what you're gonna be seeing in my posts, what you're gonna see, and a lot of the different things that you see me posting, like the thing that you see behind me, this is from one of my first events that I did when I started to gain understanding after I was homeless, and then after I got put into a spot and my rent was paid for a full year, and then understanding how great things can be, especially when you sit there, shift your heart and your mind and your focus is in the right place. So I want you to sit there, reach out to me. Reach out to those that you know. Reach out to those that need your help. And partner with us to address those needs in whatever way you see them. If you got some youth with you that you need to have like trained and get an understanding for business, we do that. If you need some resources or community partners to help you meet the deficit this month or help you fill out paperwork, do those different types of things. Sign up for unemployment and all of that stuff. We do that. I want you to have a change to exchange experience. And I would love for you to partner with us. And y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, and be the blessing you were created to be.